You're so lucky, Seiya. You have such a handsome older brother.
Well, is that so? My name is Seiya Hoshioka. I have an older brother, Toya, who is 2 years older than me. He's always excelled at both academics and sports. On top of that, he's sociable and good-looking, so it's no wonder he's been popular since he was a child. Hearing this, you might think he's a brother I'm proud of, but...
Hey, give me all your snacks.
Huh? Why?
I'm your older brother. As the younger brother, you have a duty to obey me.
My brother's friendliness was only for people outside our family. He was especially tyrannical towards me. Also, it seems my brother initially treated our parents superficially, but...
Toya, you were bullying Seiya again, weren't you?
No way, Mom. I wouldn't do that.
Lies. It's no use trying to deceive me. I know everything. I always tell you not to do things that bother others, Toya.
My brother's facade had no effect on my parents, and he was always scolded after his bullying. However, no matter how many times he was scolded, my brother's attitude towards me didn't change, and he would look down on me at every opportunity. Years passed, and I became 25 years old, working as a freelance illustrator. I was leading a smooth-sailing life with an average income, though I couldn't afford luxuries, and I had a girlfriend, but... Huh? What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I've fallen in love with Toya, so I want to break up.
My girlfriend, Rui Mizuhara, suddenly broke up with me.
Seiya, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry, but I couldn't suppress my feelings.
My brother said those words, but he looked at me with contempt in his eyes. He became popular on social media as a reader model while attending a prestigious university. And after graduation, he joined a modeling agency and appeared in commercials, advertisements, and fashion magazines. Brother, why do you always get in my way? When I glared at my brother, he leaned in close to me and whispered in my ear.
Because it's fun, obviously. It's my hobby. Hobby. Someone as spoiled as you should at least contribute by being my entertainment.
What's wrong with me?
Seiya, it's all my fault. Please, forgive me.
When my brother and Rui talked, it turned out that my brother had seen Rui and me together before. And when he happened to meet Rui, he greeted her, and they hit it off. They started contacting each other from there. Well, I'm pretty sure my brother pretended to meet Rui by chance, and talked to her with the intention of seducing her, but...
To be honest, I was worried about Seiya's job and his future, and I was unsure about him as a marriage partner.
Why are you saying that now? You've always been so supportive. Rui was originally a fan of the illustrations I posted on social media, and that's how we started dating. It's true that I don't earn as much as my brother, a popular celebrity, but...
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I don't want to say this, but it means you didn't have the charm to hold Rui back, right? You should be more affectionate to your next girlfriend.
Rui and my brother turned their backs on me and left the shop, walking close together.
Is that so? That happened.
I'm sorry, Seiya. It's all because of our bad parenting.
No, it's not your fault, Mom. It's my brother's fault for not changing his behavior no matter how many times you tell him. When I complained about my brother's recent actions, my father and mother looked at me apologetically. I think I'll go on a sketching trip for a change of pace, to the countryside where Grandma lives.
Grandma, huh? You can go, but there's something I'm a little worried about.
I heard that my maternal grandmother, Yoshino, had recently lost her husband, Yuzo. But when I talked to her on the phone, she sometimes said that Yuzo is here. What's that? A ghost story?
I wish it were. It's possible she has dementia. I'm planning to visit her soon, but I'm busy with various things right now.
I see. Okay, I'll check on Grandma and contact you again.
I'm sorry to ask you this at such a difficult time. Thank you.
Seeing my mother's apologetic expression, I felt uncomfortable and decided to change the subject. Speaking of Grandma, what are my paternal grandparents like? I don't think I've actually ever met them.
Oh, actually,
A few days later, I left home to visit my grandmother, bringing my sketchbook and work tools. The village where my grandmother lives is 2.5 hours away by express train, and from there, it's another hour by train to the foot of the mountains. Getting off at the unmanned station, I was greeted by the blue sky, majestic mountains, a river, and beautiful rural scenery. Ah, this is such a nice place, as always. The clear air filled every corner of my body, making me feel purified. I'm glad I came. Here, I feel like I can regain the strength to take a new step forward. My grandmother's house is about a 15-minute walk from the station. Phew! If I go up this hill a little more, Grandma's house is just around the corner. Just as I was about to climb the gentle slope, a bicycle suddenly appeared in front of me.
Get out of the way!
Whoa! The woman on the bicycle plunged into the field beside the road, along with her bicycle. Are you okay?
Ouch! I'm sorry. My bicycle's brakes suddenly stopped working. Thank you.
I helped the woman up, and she looked up. And the next moment...
No way. Seija? It's you, Seija, right? I remember you. I wanted to see you.
Huh? Who are you?
Don't you remember? I'm Minori Hashimoto. We used to play together 15 years ago, right?
Minori? Long time no see. Minori is the same age as me, and the only daughter of an herb farm near my grandmother's house. During my summer vacation in 4th grade, my mother was hospitalized for surgery, so my brother and I were left in my grandmother's care. During that summer, I played with Minori almost every day. Still, people change after 15 years. You've become such a beautiful woman.
Thank you. You've become so strong too, Seija. Because of my dad's work, I had to move away for a while, so we haven't seen each other since then, right?
But you're back. Are you going to take over the herb farm?
Yeah, just me, since my parents are still working in the city. My grandpa is still actively running the herb farm now, but I plan to take over eventually. What do you do, Seija?
I work as an illustrator. My income is so-so.
I see. You've been saying since you were a child that you wanted to work in a job related to drawing. That's amazing. I respect you.
Really? Thank you. Minori has always encouraged me like this since we were kids. Being with her gives me a strange power that makes me feel like I can do anything.
How long will you be here, Seija?
Oh, I haven't decided yet, but I plan to stay here for a while. I'm on my way to Grandma's house now.
I see. Hey, can I go with you? I want to talk to Grandma Yoshino. And I also want to see Yuzo-san.
Huh? You've met Grandpa too, Minori?
Huh? Grandpa?
After I told Minori, who looked puzzled about my suspicion of paranormal activity, she finally told me the truth about Yuzo-san. Grandma, how have you been? I'll be staying with you for a while.
Hello, Grandma Yoshino.
Oh, Seiya, you've already reunited with Minori. You must be tired from your long journey. Come on in.
Thank you, Grandma. By the way, is Yuzo-san here today?
Yes, he's here today.
After putting down our luggage, Minori and I went to the veranda with Grandma. Then, we saw a wild raccoon basking in the sun on a bench in the garden. Yes, this raccoon is the true identity of Yuzo-san. That bench, Grandpa made it, right?
Yes, and Yuzo-san used to bask in the sun and sleep there, you know. That raccoon looks just like Yuzo, so I decided to call him Yuzo-san. But I didn't think anyone would be worried. I thought I explained it to your mother.
Mom sometimes doesn't listen to people.
Still, I didn't expect you to think it was a ghost, Seicha.
Hey, don't say that. It's embarrassing. Later, when I told my mother about it on the phone, she sighed with relief. And the next day, I borrowed my grandmother's mini truck and went to town.
Seicha, did you buy a security camera?
Yeah, I set it up so we can see the garden. It's linked to Grandma's smartphone, so look.
Oh, it shows a clear image. With this, I can watch Yuzo-san while drinking tea here.
It can capture a wide range even though it's small. This will also deter thieves, so it's reassuring, Yoshino-san.
It's hard to move around the house at my age. Thank you for thinking about everything, Seiya.
Seeing my grandmother's happy smile, I also smiled with relief. Meanwhile, my brother and Rui.
Hey, what do you mean by breaking up?
I never liked you from the beginning. I just hit on you because you were Seiya's girlfriend. I hate people like you who drift around without making any effort. Well, maybe you and Seiya were compatible in that respect. After dating you, I realized you're stupid and troublesome, and there's no merit for me to be with you, right? Once you understand reality, get out of this room quickly.
What's with this guy? I'll never forgive him.
The relationship between the two ended in a hostile atmosphere. During my stay at my grandmother's house, I drew beautiful landscapes of the countryside as much as I could in my free time, filled with creative inspiration. As if to cheer me on, Minori also drove me to scenic spots whenever she could. With a relaxed mind, I poured myself into my sketchbook, free from any constraints.
Seicha looks the coolest when he's drawing.
Is that so? Minori's smile as she said yes was so beautiful that I made up my mind and turned to her. I've always liked you since we were kids, Minori. Will you please go out with me?
No way. Because back then, I was...
You're still Minori, no matter what you look like. You've always been the girl of my dreams. Well, you're so beautiful now that I get nervous being this close to you.
Seicha, I've always liked you since we were kids too. You're my first love. Even after we reunited as adults, your kindness hasn't changed, and I've come to like you even more. Thank you for making my dream come true. Please take care of me from now on.
I embraced Minori, who jumped into my arms with a happy feeling. Shortly after Minori and I started dating, an unexpected visitor arrived. When Minori and I were sitting on the bench at my grandmother's house when Yuzo-san wasn't around...
Hey, Seiya. Long time no see.
Brother. My brother approached us with his usual fake smile. What are you doing here?
Hey, don't be so cold. What's wrong with a grandson visiting his grandmother? By the way, is that Seiya's girlfriend? Nice to meet you. I'm Toya, Seiya's older brother. I'm a model, you know. Do you know me?
My brother also met Minori during the summer 15 years ago, but he seems to have no recollection of it.
Huh? Model Toya-san? I know you. You're very popular on social media. You're also in commercials, right? I'm so happy. I really wanted to meet you.
Really? I'm so happy. Then why don't we go for a drive? I came here by car.
Eh? Really? Then, as a thank you...
Minori took something out of her bag, wrapped it carefully in her palms, and looked up at my brother with upturned eyes.
Huh? Are you giving me something? Presents from fans are always welcome. Thank you.
The moment my brother peeked into Minori's hands...
Here, a present.
When Minori threw her hands towards my brother, the toy tree frog jumped out and hit him right in the face.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, it's okay. It's just a toy. But do you remember now?
Huh? What is this woman saying? Wait,
No way. Are you that wild child?
Bingo! You didn't realize for so long I was desperately trying not to laugh.
Yes, when Minori was a child, she was deeply tanned, with short hair, wearing a t-shirt and shorts. She looked like a boy, completely different from how she looks now.
How dare you make Seichan cry? I won't forgive you.
Wah, stop it.
Wait for me.
That summer, Minori chased after my brother with snakes, frogs, and insects to protect me. My brother, who hates creatures, panicked and ran away. In the end, he tripped and fell head first into a pile of cow dung compost that was piled up beside the field.
Seichan, I only like you, so don't worry.
No, I was surprised, but I wasn't worried about that. Minori has always hated my brother.
You're a vulgar woman, even as an adult. You're perfect for Seiya.
I'm not interested in you from the beginning.
I just wanted to see Seiya get hurt. Don't get me wrong.
You're always doing such things. That's why you got flamed so badly online, right?
Ugh. Huh? What do you mean? I didn't want to see any information about my brother, so I didn't know, but apparently, Rui revealed everything about my brother on social media out of spite for being dumped. And he's currently being criticized online.
That's why I prepared the toy tree frog, thinking that you might run away here.
Damn it. Oh, I see. That stupid woman. Hey, Seiya, she's your ex-girlfriend, so take responsibility.
Just tweet on SNS that it's the woman's fault. My brother did nothing wrong. It's causing trouble for my agency, so do something about it quickly. Don't be ridiculous. It's your own fault. You can sue Rui yourself. You're the ridiculous one. You're still living such a spoiled life.
I've worked hard to get everything I have. My education, friends, job, and girlfriend. Sometimes I have to say things I don't want to say and be considerate of even people who make me sick.
And what about you? You just live as you please because you have a talent for drawing. I'm stressed out, but you always look so happy. That's why you have a duty to clean up my mess.
Enough, Toya.
At that moment, my grandmother's calm but sharp voice echoed, and my brother fell silent and put on a fake smile.
Grandma, it's not like that. We were just reminiscing about our childhood.
You don't have to make excuses. I saw everything.
My grandmother pointed upwards, and my brother's eyes widened when he saw what was there.
Security camera.
Yuzo and I, your mother and your father, didn't want so much from you. We seriously thought that it would be better if you didn't push yourself so hard and get stressed, even if it meant hurting Seiya. But no matter how many times we told you, you couldn't believe us, could you? We've always wondered if it might be the influence of your paternal grandparents.
My grandmother began to speak little by little. It was the story my mother told me just before I came here. It seems that my mother had a bad relationship with her paternal grandparents and was harassed every time she saw them.
Huh. A baby who looks just like you. This means his future is set to be a good-for-nothing loser. How can you say such things to a child?
Even though my mother could have easily overlooked some degree of harassment, she couldn't stand it when they spoke ill of her child. My father agreed with my mother and cut ties with his parents. He was adopted into the Hoshioka family and took his mother's family name. By the way, after cutting ties with my father, my paternal grandparents soon lost their money after being betrayed by their friends. And in their later years, they both suffered from an unknown illness and died alone while suffering from a fever and nightmares.
Even if it's just one thing said to you when you were a baby who didn't understand the meaning of words, it can affect you in the future and make it difficult to improve your self-esteem even as an adult.
I don't know how much the heartless words of my paternal grandparents affected my brother, but assuming that, many things about him have made sense to me.
You tried to be recognized by others and pushed yourself beyond your limits. And you were jealous of Seiya, who was recognized by everyone without having to work so hard. Am I wrong?
No, My brother must have had something on his mind. He couldn't say anything more and collapsed on the spot. Because it's not fair. I've been working so hard, and he gets everything so easily. I have to keep working hard or no one will acknowledge me. That's why I'll take everything from him. When I see Seiya's hurt face, it just makes my chest feel relieved. Don't measure things by your own standards. It's true that I may not have worked as hard as you, brother, but I'm also living my life to the fullest. I've had my own struggles. No matter what the circumstances, you have no right to trample on the happiness I've built. No one has the right to hurt me so selfishly. I have no intention of forgiving what you've done to me, brother. But I also think it would be nice if there were people who would stay by your side without you having to push yourself to your limits. Of course, that's on the premise that you won't lash out at anyone or hurt anyone, brother. My brother didn't react to my words and left my grandmother's house unsteadily. He was not in a mental state to drive, so his car was to be picked up later. Later, my brother sued Ruri for defamation, claiming that her posts contained false information. And in exchange for not filing a criminal complaint, Rui paid a settlement.
Seiya, I'm sorry. I was stupid. Can't we get back together?
Rui had changed her phone number since we were dating, and she called me to ask for a reunion, as expected. But I'm sorry, but I can't. I have someone I'm dating. And I'm worried about marrying someone who would cause a stir online out of spite.
Oh, wait a minute.
Of course, I refused and blocked her number. Also, my brother posted an apology on social media for causing a stir. He admitted that some of the content of Ruri's posts was true. Thank you for everything. And my brother, whose commercial value had significantly declined, retired from modeling after paying a penalty to his agency. According to someone from the agency, he said he was going to start over in a place where no one knew him. As for me, I continued to live at my grandmother's house and continued working as an illustrator. And just the other day, Minori and I got engaged.
Oh, is that Yuzo-san? He really does look like Dad.
He does. He's especially similar in his laid-back and dignified demeanor.
Isn't he?
While my grandmother was introducing Yuzo-san to my parents, who had come to visit, Minori snuggled up to me.
From now on, no matter what happens, we'll overcome it together. You don't have to push yourself too hard, Seicho.
Yeah, I know. You too. Minori, talk to me before things get too much for you. If you can't get something without breaking yourself, then it's okay to consider it unnecessary. We, ordinary people, are happy now in this place, which is not as convenient or stimulating as the city. Happiness can be found even in the mundane events of everyday life.
What will you be when you grow up?
Someone as smart and as wise as you, Grandpa. Because you know everything and are so cool.
Sota, you really... I look forward to your future. We have to live a long life, right? Right, Soya?
I watch my grandfather and father laugh, and my grandmother gently watches over them. Even now, I can clearly picture this scene of happiness. I thought it would last forever. Grandpa, my beloved grandfather passed away. The news of his death suddenly reached me while I was on a long overseas business trip. And now, my grandmother, whose legs and back have weakened, keeps calling for Grandpa beside me.
Hey, thank you. What a nice day, Sota. The cherry blossoms are beautiful, and Grandpa must be happy.
Yeah, you're right, Grandma. After the funeral, we went outside, and the spring air felt so crisp, It almost hurt. The cherry blossoms had passed their peak, and the petals danced gracefully in the breeze. I wonder if Grandpa is watching from above.
Grandpa loved cherry blossoms. He's probably having a drink with Soya and enjoying the cherry blossoms.
My father, Soya, had a chronic illness that worsened the year I graduated from university. He passed away soon after. My mother was diagnosed with cancer when I was in elementary school, and she passed away much earlier. Dad? Mom? Did you get to meet Grandpa? I'm Sota Furuichi, born to kind parents. I'm 29 years old and work in the international division of Blossom Trading. I never imagined Grandpa's health would decline while I was away on a business trip. I'm in charge of expanding the overseas market, and I travel a lot. This time, I had been away for an extended period.
Man, that was tough. Dad was such a handful.
Yeah, really. Even when he was bedridden, he refused to go to a facility. It was a real pain.
The unpleasant voices of my uncle and aunt that cut through my heart. Since I entered university, my uncle and aunt had been living with my grandparents.
Being the eldest son is tough. There are these unavoidable obligations.
My uncle, my father's older brother, had always been cold to our family, even though he cared so much about his public image.
Well, that's enough. With the stubborn old man gone, the grandma can go to a facility now.
Finally, we can get rid of this burden.
What? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Yes, Grandma's legs and back had weakened, but she was still healthy. By the way, when my father said he would live with my grandparents, they denied it and insisted on living there instead. I glanced at Grandma, who was smiling gently, looking at the cherry blossoms.
Don't make such a scary face, Sota. I knew this would happen.
Grandma.
I wonder what I can take to the facility. I have so many memories with Grandpa.
Grandma shows no sign of blaming Uncle and Aunt. Watching her, Grandma, how about we live together?
Sota, you're really... It's okay. You don't have to cry. Thank you, Sota.
Even if my uncle and aunt oppose it, even if I have to change jobs, I'm okay with it. Now, I only have Grandma left. Both my parents and my grandfather have passed. My only remaining family is Grandma. The day I said goodbye to Grandpa, I decided to live with Grandma. The day of the funeral, I immediately took action. I contacted my boss, explained the situation, and was prepared to quit.
You don't need to quit. Your skills will surely be valuable in other departments.
Huh?
Yes. Recently, the head of sales department praised you and said they'd love to have you. So don't try to be brave with that worried voice. Don't worry. I'll handle it properly. Your father helped me a lot too. I hope I can repay a little of that.
Thank you, manager. The manager told me how she worked in various departments whenever there were changes in her life stage. I'm glad I joined this company. Thanks to the thoughtful actions of my stylish boss, I was able to transfer to the sales department as soon as possible. Uncle, Aunt, I'm going to live with Grandma. I continue to have discussions with my uncle and aunt every day while preparing for the transfer. At first, my uncle rejected me with a bitter expression, but I couldn't back down.
How are you going to take care of her when you're always on business trips abroad?
Right. In the end, if you're going to leave her alone, it's better for her to live in a facility where she can feel safe.
I've already submitted my transfer request, and it's been accepted. I'll be in the sales department next month.
What? The sales department? You?
Yes, that means no more overseas trips. I won't leave Grandma alone.
Sota in the sales department. Oh, I see. In that case...
My uncle thought for a moment, then smirked slightly.
All right, if that's the case, then I suppose it's fine. You can do as you like.
Thank you, Uncle. Afterward, my life with Grandma began. My uncle and aunt are now living in the house my grandparents once shared. Grandma, I'll help with housework when I get home from work. You don't have to do everything.
I'm fine. If I don't use my legs for housework, I won't be able to move at all.
I'm worried though. Grandma will be alone a lot during the day. I decided to live with Grandma, driven by my emotions. But the reality isn't as sweet as I hoped. I'll make sure Grandma knows how to contact me in case something happens, and then head to the office. But Grandma might hesitate to contact me. Maybe living in a facility would have been better for her. She could have lived in a safer, more comfortable environment. As I muttered these thoughts...
Huh? Sota? Is that you? What are you doing here?
Eh? Otoha? Is that you? I'm surprised. It's been a while. This is Otoha Hashimoto. She's been my childhood friend since kindergarten. We went to the same school through middle school and high school, and then went separate ways in college. She's a special woman to me, unlike anyone else. Unfortunately, I was running out of time for work, so I just exchanged a quick greeting and headed to work. This is delicious. As always, Grandma's boiled dishes are the best in the world. That night, while having dinner with my grandmother, I exclaimed this.
Sota has always loved boiled dishes. There's more if you want.
Grandma, you remembered that.
Of course I truly care about you, Sota. Your grandfather also used to mumble Sota, Sota every day.
The moment the mention of Grandpa made me tear up.
Grandpa?
Otoha started crying beside me. After that, I received a call during the day, and Otoha came over to my house. She had just learned of Grandpa's passing, and she came over to light incense. Her eyes filled with tears.
Grandpa must have been happy that Otoha is grieving so much. Thank you, Otoha.
Otoha, who had played with me a lot when we were young, often came to my grandparents' house, which wasn't far away. Come to think of it, Otoha has always stayed in this town, right? I thought she must have left her hometown by now. When I asked that, Otoha's always lively expression clouded. Something must have happened.
Actually, I quit my job and came back. I just couldn't continue anymore.
Turns out, Otoha had been working as a caregiver in another town, but she had to quit a few months ago due to some reason.
It's pathetic, huh? I never realized my heart was this weak.
I was desperately trying to find the right words to say.
Otoha's heart is kind. She doesn't look away from the sadness in front of her and keeps everything in her heart. She needs to release the sadness that's swelling up in her heart, little by little.
It's okay to go slow. Grandma smiled gently, and both of us felt a sharp pain in our throats. I really love Grandma. And Grandpa, yeah. The warmth I felt from Grandma's words, it felt so comforting. I wanted to stay close to it forever. I shouldn't ask about what happened with Otoha right now. Grandma wakes up early. She starts getting ready while it's still dark outside, and takes care of the plants Grandpa cherished. It smells nice.
Yes, Grandpa took such good care of them with his whole heart. It's called Mokobara, you know. Since he became bedridden, I had to learn how to care for them for him.
Wow,
I always thought Grandpa was like a knowledgeable scientist who knew everything. He was so cool, and it made me want to see the world and learn so many things. But I should have talked to Grandpa more. It's like when Mom and Dad passed away. I realize I regret the same thing every time.
It's not easy to live without regrets. Even I, who spent so much time with Grandpa, still have regrets.
I see. By the way, Grandma, do you feel sad when I talk about Grandpa? I didn't want to make Grandma sad. I didn't want to burden her with my selfish regrets. But...
That's not true. When I talk about Grandpa, my chest feels warm.
she said and gently placed her hand on her chest.
That's why I want to talk to you more, Sota. About Grandpa. I'll tell you anything I know. Even the silly stories about Grandpa.
Grandma smiled playfully, then lowered her gaze and continued softly.
Grandma?
At that time, I didn't realize that Otoha, who was crying with her hand on her chest, was listening to Grandma's words. After that, Otoha started coming over almost every day, because...
You're worried about Grandma during the day, right?
Yeah, her legs and hips are getting weaker, so I'm worried she might fall, especially with the stairs and everyday activities.
I see. Don't worry. If that's the case, leave it to me. After all, I have experience working at a home care service.
That night, Otoha was really enthusiastic. Spending time with Grandma and Otoha was really fulfilling.
Grandma, I finished the laundry.
Oh, thank you, Otaha. You really helped me.
I finished taking care of the home garden on the balcony, Grandma. I hope the summer vegetables grow strong.
I'm sure you two will be able to take good care of them.
By the way, Otoha and I started dating with marriage in mind. We're now engaged. And the next day, as I rushed home from work...
Sota, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Uncle? What are you doing here so late?
Oh, I was just talking to Grandma. She said she had something to discuss.
Discuss? Grandma never mentioned anything like that to me. Watching my confusion, my uncle smirked and then spoke in a nasty tone.
Grandma has decided to go into a facility after all.
What? Why so suddenly?
Things have changed, and Grandma has agreed to it. She said she doesn't want to be a burden to you anymore.
Wait, please. I don't think of it as a burden. In fact...
Even so, huh? Grandma is my mother. You don't have any right to intervene in this. I agreed to let her stay for a while, just because of your selfishness. I should at least be thanked for that, don't you think?
My uncle smirked, provoking me. Since my father was around, I had always disliked this kind of attitude from my uncle. Please, let me live with Grandma. I'll bow my head as many times as I need to, as long as I can be with Grandma.
I see. If you're saying that much, I'll set some conditions.
Conditions?
Yeah. You mentioned you were assigned to the sales department, right? I want you to bring a contract for our company's new product. If you do that, I'll promise to let you keep Grandma and not send her to the facility. How does that sound? Not a bad deal, right?
I see. So that's what this is about. Today, there was a mention of sales from my uncle's company during the meeting. My uncle's company is a small manufacturing company. They probably want to do business with my big trading company. So this was the real reason he easily accepted Grandma living with me. My uncle was only thinking about himself. I glared at him fiercely. Then,
So that's what it was.
Grandma, you heard all of this, didn't you?
Yes. Unfortunately, my hearing isn't great, but I could still hear your nasty comments from inside the house.
Damn, I always had to ask you to repeat yourself, but you were doing it on purpose.
Soda, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you trouble with your work.
Grandma, it's not like that. I just want to be with Grandma.
Enough already. Who do you think you are, meddling like this? You grandson? You are just pretending to be a good grandson, trying to get close to Grandma, and thinking you'll take all the inheritance, right?
What are you talking about? That's not true at all.
Shut up. Your father was the same. He was weak, whiny, always locked up studying like a recluse. That guy, who got a better job than me, tried to act like the perfect son in front of our parents, trying to look good. I've always hated both of you. I've hated you both for so long. You know this too. I'm the firstborn of the Fuderici family. Now that Dad's gone, I'm the head of the family. Unlike that unfilial emo who passed away before his parents did.
My father was always so grateful to his parents, always happily telling me how he would repay them. He was weak, but the thing he feared the most was leaving his parents behind. Shut up. If you insult Dad further, I won't forgive you.
Huh? What? Are you trying to stand up to me and make it so you can't live with Grandma anymore?
Shut up. Me and my dad, we're not like you. I'd give up my inheritance, money, and land anytime. If you want it so bad, take it all. Money and land? I can earn that myself if I try hard enough. I'll work hard and make money my own way. But you know what? Time with Grandma, once it's gone, I'll never get it back. I regret not remembering the last conversation I had with Grandpa. And I feel the weight of the fact that the time I had with my father, mother, and Grandpa will never come back. What I want, Uncle, is what the important people leave in your heart. Those irreplaceable, intangible things. I want to tell my dad in the afterlife the happy stories about the days I spent with Grandpa and Grandma. My uncle hesitates slightly at my intensity, but finally, my aunt opens her mouth.
How can you speak such pretty words without shame? You've been lining up nice-sounding words, but in reality, you probably want to make your grandma drop a will, right?
That's not what I intend at all.
How do you know? Are you planning to ask for lifetime gifts or something? I won't allow that. Honestly, why do you think I took on the care and looked after her? Kaneko-san? Huh? What is it, Mother? I was the one who cared for him until the end. I don't recall you ever doing anything for us. I noticed that you and your husband started living with us out of selfishness and concern for your image.
My aunt shows a clear, guilty reaction. She had always talked big but did nothing. Grandma took care of Grandpa when he was bedridden. They relied on her even for their meals.
I never knew. If I had known, I would never have let you live with us. What a lie. I did it because it was our dear son who said so.
Grandma speaks resolutely. Looking at her, Uncle freezes in place.
No matter the reason, this child is our dear son, and you his partner. So I accepted you both. I never once forgot the day my first child was born.
My uncle looks confused. Whether it's regret or something else, I don't know.
Don't worry. I have no intention of preparing difficult paperwork to pass everything to Sota. If I did that after I'm gone, I don't know what you two would do to him. But how I live while I'm alive, that's my decision. I won't let you two decide that. What? I'm happy that Sota feels that way. I'm lucky to have such a wonderful grandson.
Grandma.
As long as you don't tell me you can't care for me anymore, I want to live with you, Sota. There is so much more I want to talk about with you, especially about Grandpa. So don't make that face, Sota. Thank you so much.
Grandma's smile and words make my tense heart melt. I feel relieved. But suddenly...
How ridiculous. What a soft family this is. I can't stand the thought of this foolish grandson squandering the inheritance. Do you know why I married this guy?
She plans to put Grandma in a facility, take control of her savings, and stop the inheritance from diminishing.
Let me teach you, you naive grandson. Life's not that sweet. When the time comes for real care, you'll find it hard to live. You might even have to quit your job. All that hard work at the big company.
My aunt tried to stir up my worries and make me give up again. But...
That's not a problem.
Oh, Otoha. Had she come to see Grandma? Otoha stood there, eyes teary, holding a shopping bag.
Who are you? Outsiders should stay quiet. No, I'm his fiancée, and I'm going to marry Sota Furichi soon. I'm not an outsider besides. If care is needed, I, with my caregiver certification, will take full responsibility for caring for her. Sota's grandmother. She saved my heart, so I'll do this for her.
Yes, the reason Otoha quit her caregiving job and returned to her hometown. It was because the death of her grandmother, who lived far away, left her feeling devastated. My grandmother and Otoha's grandmother were old acquaintances, and my grandmother had noticed Otoha's feelings. Uncle, I'm not going to make any deals with your company, and I won't give up the time I spend with Grandma. As long as she allows it, I won't let go.
Huh, fine. Do as you please.
Uncle mutters quietly, and they leave the scene. It seems my uncle was confident the contract with our company was guaranteed. But that plan failed, and it escalated into a responsibility issue with the company due to false reporting. His relationship with my aunt also deteriorated. My aunt, who had been after the inheritance, no longer had any love for my uncle. The divorce proceedings turned into a messy battle. Based on testimonies from Otoha and others, it seems she might be able to claim the alimony. As a result, my uncle, who had rapidly deteriorated both mentally and physically, disappeared somewhere. My aunt, who had married for the inheritance, found remarriage difficult due to her age. And after paying the alimony, she somehow managed on part-time wages. Unfortunately, she tripped, hit her head, and passed away in the hospital.
It bloomed beautifully this year too, dear.
The next spring, I'm still living with my beloved grandmother. This year, the cherry blossoms danced, and the yellow moss rose bloomed proudly in the garden. Grandma closes her eyes on the porch, speaking softly to Grandpa in her heart. She looks peaceful and happy.
Honey, I'm not lonely at all. I have countless memories with you. As long as I have these memories, I'll be with you over there too. If my days with you are the inheritance in my heart, then that's enough for me.
Yes. Thank you for the precious inheritance, dear.
Grandma and Grandpa's final conversation. A special treasure between them that I didn't know about. Grandma, if you sleep here, you'll catch a cold.
She looks so happy. Maybe she's dreaming of something nice?
Yes. Hey, Otoha. Let's live every day so that we leave something in each other's hearts. For me, the most valuable inheritance is the words, time, and memories I receive from the people I love. Looking at the yellow moss rose with its flower language of, for the one who deserves you. I remember my father, mother, and grandpa, and even our ancestors. I'll never forget my gratitude.